What's good, boss people? Welcome back to another video. This is going to be a two-part video, so be sure that you stay tuned to watch part two. In today's video, we are going to be talking all about acrylic brushes. So here I've laid out a variety of brushes starting from the left to the right. This is a size 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. We're going to be talking all about acrylic brushes and choosing a brush size. Develop a particular method for picking up beads, no matter what size brush you have. This one contains my monomer. I keep my clear acrylic in here so that I can do the encapsulation rather easily. And then in this one, I have a mix. This mix is like a cap full of brush cleaner, and then the remainder is actually monomer. What I found is that no matter what the brush cleaner is, it can be pretty harsh on your brush. So you want to make sure you have a good ratio of more monomer to the actual brush cleaner. Check the eye in the upper left hand corner of this video. I have a liquid to powder video that I did a while ago. Here is a practice sheet that has like different size nails on it, beads and everything. We're going to be using the bottom portion. I'm going to move some of this out the way because I need for you guys to be able to see what's going on. This is a size 8, and we're going to go with a small bead. I'm going to be using the bigger circles on the sheet just so that you can see. I'm going to do my method, but again, choose whichever method is best for you. I'm going to dip into my monomer. I'm going to wipe off my brush the entire way and dip one time into the powder. I don't like that bead. You can always discard your bead and start over. Better. And then I'm just going to sit this down right here. That's not going to be like totally perfect, but this is the reason for this. This is a newer brush that I got a couple months back from my local nail supply store. I'm going to dip my brush all the way in, and this is a size 10. I'm going to wipe the brush off the entire way and dip once into the powder. And the reason for me showing you guys this is because I want you guys to see that different brushes pick up different size beads. And this is why there's like no one size fit all when it comes to brushes. Now moving on, we're going to move to the size 12. This is a JC Beauty Concept size 12. And I like all of my brushes. It just depends on what length of nails I'm doing and what I have going on. You don't need to apply a whole lot of pressure either when you are dipping your brush and then wiping it off. You don't want it completely dry. You still want it to be a little bit wet. Now, depending on the brush that you're using, that's going to make a big difference. And this is why we're doing all about acrylic brushes today. So I'm going to dip my brush, and then I'm going to wipe it all the way off. And then again, I'm going to dip once into the powder. I'm going to go ahead and set that bead right there. And I don't want to manipulate them too much because I want you guys to see the difference between all of the brushes and why it matters as far as what size brush you're going to be using. This is a size 14. I won this from a nail competition at my school. The numbers are gone, but I like this brush too. And I used to use it a lot. It just depends. Like I said, once you get experience, then you can make a decision about what type of brush you like to use and what's going to be your preference. That's why I want you to know that watching everybody on YouTube and watching TikTok and things like that is going to take practice. Don't worry about too much what it is that somebody else is doing. Practice is going to be key. So again, I'm going to dip my brush, wipe it all the way off. Remember, we're doing all small beads with these. Dip it once, just like that. And you're really supposed to wait for it to really, like turn into a pearl before you put the bead down. That way the liquid has time to reach the powder. I didn't do that like that on all of them. But I'm trying to get through this video just so I can just make a point. And then, again, this is a size 14. No different. I didn't pick up the bead no different than the other size brushes. But I'm also just going to pick up another one just to see if that made a difference or if I dipped down in the powder far enough. And you can drain your bead if you wanted to hurry up. And I'm going to put that one right there since I did two of those. No, it didn't really make a difference. Still a small bead. So now we're going to be moving on to this size 16. So again, dip all the way in, wipe the brush off, and then dip once into the powder. And this is supposed to be a size 16. So it is, the point of this is that it depends on the company that you have. And again, this is supposed to be a size 16, so you would think that the bead would be a lot bigger. It's not. Okay. Moving on to the alpha. Dip it all the way in. Oh, I didn't burp none of the brushes, I don't think. Sorry. So burp your brush first of all. If you're going to, I didn't burp them. My apologies. So that's getting all the bubbles out. The big brushes, they don't tend to hold a lot. So you don't have to burp them as much as the other ones. Dip once into the powder. This is the small bead. And then I'm going to place the size 18 bead right there. And that's for small. Okay, again, that's the alpha. And then this is a creation number 20 small bead. And I'm going to place that right there.